Hello, 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 everybody. Anybody who's in here. I'm trying to find my other phone so I can see. I do not know where I did with that phone. Oh, here it is. Let me get this phone. How's everybody doing today? 1 minute. I'm trying to see if anybody's in here yet. I've got to get on my other phone. I don't even know if I'm live yet. Let me see. There it goes. Okay. No, nobody's in here yet. There it goes. Uh-oh. Let me turn this down. Be myself and that's what I found out. I'm gonna be my own best friend. I guess I'll just wait and see if anybody comes in. I know my lives be real short, but I'm gonna stay in here for a while today and see how it goes. I think I don't know. Let me see something. I would come on camera, but then that means I have to do my hair, and I don't feel like doing my hair right now. It's all over the place, so yeah. I think I'm gonna keep up that picture for right now. But I'm gonna start getting on camera though, because I think that's when people stay longer when you get on camera. Because it's kind of dull when you're just sitting there looking at a picture. But I do go to people's lives when they just got their picture up though, because as long as they talking, interacting with the people that's in their chat area, then I think it's cool if you have a picture up there. Yeah, I know I'm basically talking to myself right now, but I don't care. I do that a lot. As long as I ain't answering myself, right? Yeah, I just did though. But anyways, y'all didn't hear that, 'cause ain't nobody in here. Man, every time when I want to go live, everybody else goes live when I go live. And I be wanting to see they live. So I guess I'm going to shut this one down. I'm going to come back after this female get off live, because I want to go to her live, because I do support all my friends that I have on my page. I be up in their lives, and I do get my thumbs up, and I stay there for a minute, and I look, I watch, and I interact with the other people on lives, because that's what this YouTube family thing's about, right? So yeah, wait, maybe I can go to, if you come in here and I don't say nothing, that means I'm looking at something else real quick, but I'm gonna come right back. Hold on, let me see if I can go to this live real quick. But I think I gotta keep the volume down, cause I don't wanna. Oh, this ain't no live. Hold up. It is live, but she ain't got her chat on. I wonder if she knows she don't got her chat on. When you do that Prism Live Studio thing, it's they don't be putting your chat on. You gotta go to the YouTube Studio and enable your chat. Because if you don't enable your chat, then it won't, your chat thing won't be on. Oh, My bad. My friend just got monetized. I know she happy. Let me put on my mute real quick, 'cause One is the loneliest number that you ever did see. Just waiting and waiting and waiting. Anybody gonna come visit me? Um, I guess I'll be here if anybody comes in. If I don't speak right away, sorry, I'm looking at TV. Just waiting for people to come in. If anybody comes in, I know I'll be going live at some strange times of the day, and then probably no one comes because I don't really stay on live that long. This is the reason though I don't stay on live that long, because no one comes in. You know, it's only so long you can talk to yourself before you start feeling a little dingy. Anyways, I'll be here if anyone comes in. Hey, J. Thomas Gang, thank you for coming. How are you doing today? Glad you came by. I was beginning to think I didn't have any friends. Nice hearing from you too. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think I started it like maybe 10 minutes ago. 10, 15 minutes ago. Just waiting on anybody to show up. People say they're going to show up, but they don't show up. That's why I don't really be on here long, because I don't want to talk to myself too long. You know, that gives people impressions kind of, crazy. But did you get a notification that I was on? Oh, okay. So where are you from? Hey, language. Thank you for coming. How are you doing today? Arizona, cool. I'm from California. I haven't seen Decop today, but I saw Miss TR. I think she's in, right now she's in a live. I think it is Brother Herb's live. Yeah, I think she's over there. Oh, cool. You're in Colorado. Well, I'm from California. I'm not residing there right now. I reside in Oklahoma right now, but I'm from California, Southern California. We did a road trip from California to um, from California to Oklahoma, and coming out of California, going into Oklahoma, it was the "Welcome to Arizona" sign. It had a snake on that sign. I was like, oh no. No, it is cold out here. It is freezing. And on top of that, the wind is blowing, so it makes it even worse. My mom used to like all kind of animals, reptiles. I mean, she would pick up a snake and pet it like it was a dog or something, like a puppy. I'm like, oh my God, will you put that thing down? But yeah, Decop had some problems, computer problems. Hmm. Oh, thank you. I took a few pictures. I thought I was taking pictures, and that ended up becoming a video. I was on record instead of photos, but I just made them still and turned them into pictures. Um, Decop had some computer problems due to phishing. I think I have not seen her since. To phishing? Oh, someone catfished her? Oh my goodness. I hope not. That's terrible. I don't know what people get out of hacking um other people's technology or other people's, private information and what they go off of the internet on. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like if you have that much time on your hands, go get a computer tech job or something. Yeah, these people be having nothing better to do than to pry in somebody else's personal business. I don't know who could have done it or why. I could be wrong. I hope that didn't happen to her, because that's messed up. Remember when she couldn't log out of her live? She said it was due to fishing, and I haven't seen her since. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know she couldn't log out. That is crazy. Well, if I see her around on here, I'll tell her that you were looking for her. Or worried about her. Yeah, because I haven't seen her yet today. Haven't seen her. Oh no. Is something caught in the bottom of it? You can't get it started? Uh, my cousin one time, he couldn't get the lawnmower started, and it was it it was stuck or something, and he went to put his hands under there to get the grass out, and I don't know how many times my grandfather told him not to do that, but he did it anyways and cut off two, three of his fingers. Those things are kind of dangerous. No, I think it was a weed eater. Yeah, electric weed eater. Did you hear about the locust plague over Africa? That's crazy. It's a locust plague. It what happened? Yeah, unfortunately they found his fingers and they sold back on the ones they could save, and I guess like maybe I think he had two missing after that. They found them, but limbs die real fast without blood circulation. But yeah, that wasn't the worst thing that happened to him in life. Oh no, I didn't hear about that. It's in Africa. It's a plague of locusts, swarms of locusts eating up the food and trees. Oh man, that is horrible. Mm-mm-mm. I'm not trying to be one of those people, but horses. I don't think you could put numbers in here because I'm not at my 1,000 yet. But yeah, she says that she added you, Thomas Gang. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I just, I'm trying to get monetized too, so I'm trying to get on that road to get to. I know it's so many rules. I can't stand it. YouTube needs to lay off the rules. I mean, I heard that they said something about if you don't get your 4K hours and your 1,000 subbies by the 20th, I think today, by today, that they were gonna raise the number um, to, I think, 4,000 uh, followers and like a really ridiculous amount of watch hours. But I hope not, because if they do, I'm gonna give up. That's too much work. That's too much YouTube. Um, hey, Marianne, thank you for coming. Thank you. How are you doing? Is your husband doing all right? Oh, language. I hope that's not the case because that's just discouraging. I mean, who could get that many people in that short amount of time? That is just crazy. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Marianne. Glad to hear that. Um, yeah, that's ridiculous. That amount of numbers is ridiculous. You'd have to stay on YouTube all day long. YouTube would have to be the priority of your day, and I just can't. I couldn't do it. It's going pretty good now that you all came in. I was starting to think. I was telling Jay Thomas Gain. I was starting to think I didn't have any friends because no one was showing up. But I'm having a great day. Just taking it step by step. Hi, Candy. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Oh, it just sent out the notification? Yeah, spring is right around the corner. It doesn't feel like it out here though. Feels like winter is just lingering and lingering. We had snow like last week. We had enough for it to stick, and I had to go clean my car off. Fell 2 times. It was embarrassing, but yeah, got the car cleaned off. Oh, oh yeah, Mariana. Hope that he heals up. Speedy recovery. He's lucky to have a caring wife like you. I know when my fiance gets sick, he acts like a big old baby when he gets just a little cold, little bitty cold. Can't do anything. He's down. Oh yeah, I'm okay. I fell in the snow, so it was just cold. It was soft fall because of snow. It was that much snow, but it was just cold and uncomfortable. But I'm all right. I had to finish cleaning my car off because um I was the only one that was out there. Usually my nephews help me, but they had to go to school. But I had that little squeegee thing where you wash your windows and with that little squeegee, so that made it easier. Oh, my charger is acting up. These chargers are so cheap. They don't want to work. They get shorts in them. Oh wow, it's cold over there too. Horses, language of horses. Um, yeah, I'm still breaking ice in the horses' water troughs, so it's cold at night. But the green grass is starting to pop up, so the days are getting warmer here. Oh, okay. It's going to be 81 today. Yes, man can. Yes, they can. 81? Wow. I wish over here it was like that. That would be a great day. Oh, I'm all right. Language, I'm all right. My grandboys have 4-day weekend. Oh, really? I wonder if my nephews are out of school. They usually call me to come over when they're out of school. Language of horses, that sounds like a hard job to breaking that ice. Oh, yes, it does. Like, knowing me, I would make that an all day job because, my goodness, I'd probably fall in the trough. I'm just goofy like that. I have no coordination. My brother's like, he told me, you're the only one I know that can fall off a curve when you're walking down the street. Like, for real, I'm so clumsy. Rodeo day, cool. I know they have the rodeo out here, like they come into town, cause I forgot what it's called, but a lot of people go to it and like the first time I came out here, like I had never seen people just riding horses down the street like it was normal, like the cars are driving and then you see someone riding a horse down the street. That really like shocked me because where I'm from in California, it didn't happen like that. Well, I'm from Fontana, California. It's like it was country out there, really country, but now the city has grown a lot more houses, and I know I lived on 3 acres, and they built an apartment complex right there where I grew up at, so it's pretty crowded now. Oh man, language, you gotta be careful. Sometime I slip and fall when it's cold outside and windy. Oh yeah, it's normal over here in Tucson, Arizona. We have a lot of people ride their horses out here because we live in desert. Tucson, Arizona is the desert. That's why we have such great weather. Oh yeah, I was telling them when I was going from California to Oklahoma, I we were just entering the state of Arizona, and there was like this big snake on the sign where it said "Welcome to Arizona," and I'm thinking, oh no, please don't stop at any of the rest stops. And I just couldn't use those outhouse bathrooms because I would just think that there's a snake inside there. I was like, oh, I can't do this. Like, drive the whole way through, no stops. Oh my goodness, a herd of cows. I would have to stop and have to take a picture of that. I love being in the country. When I go there, I feel so peaceful, so at home because like I said, where I grew up, it was really country, but like I don't know, it had houses and stuff like that. Well, it was like our house, and then a few miles there was another house, and like that. And we moved to Hesperia, California after that, and Hesperia is like 3 streets long, but it's like a house, maybe a street long from each other. Like you'd have to do some walking to get to the next house. But like I said, now it's really crowded. It's really really crowded. We had some houses in Salton Sea, California, by the Bombay Beach, and now it's overcrowded out there, and nothing is like when I was growing up out there anymore. It's so crowded it pushed me out, you know. That's why I ended up in Oklahoma. I am scared of horses. To be honest, I'm scared of them. I've been by one horse. My neighbors used to have some horses. They were raising some horses, and I remember when we were little, the horse kicked his leg back and kicked my neighbor in the knee, and his knee just popped, like it just broke. I was like, oh no, I'm not doing horses. I was always thinking about riding one, but then after I saw that, I was traumatized. I'm like, I'm scared of horses. And it's so funny because my friend had, his parents had some horses, and I went out to go visit him while he was visiting his parents, and he's all like, hey, you come over here and pet the horse, you know. Like, oh no, I can't. But I went over there, and I was just like, they're so big when you get up to them. They're so huge. Hi, Blake West. Thank you for coming. Marianne says, I grew up with horses. My grandfather and uncle had a ranch at, and we have rattlesnakes for days over here and all kinds of critters. Pretty scary. Oh yeah, that is scary. No, I'm not in California right now. I'm in Oklahoma. I'm from California, but I've been in Oklahoma. I grew up in California till the age of 18, and then I am 33 now, so I moved out here when I was 18. I've been out here ever since. And I want to go back and visit. All my sisters, my siblings are out there except my brother. My brother's out here with me. But all my sisters are still out there. They don't want to come out here, and I don't want to go out there. But we're going to have to meet somewhere in the middle. But only reason why I don't want to go out there is because I don't want. I would go out there to visit, but I wouldn't want to live out there because the cost of living is way higher than out here, and it's just different. The environment's different. I I don't know. Maybe if I went out there, I'd probably feel better because I'm really kind of depressed out here. There's really nothing to do. I noticed when I first came out here, everybody has the same bedtime. In California, people stay up all times of the night. You can see people on the street everywhere you go, just hanging out. I mean, all day long, all night long. Out here, everybody goes to sleep at the same time. There's nothing going on. So quiet. Yeah, I believe that. I believe horses are gentle. They're good animals. But I guess it's just what I saw when I was growing up with that one horse. I know I can't judge all horses by what the one horse did, but it's just like when I walk up to them, they're so tall, and it's like I don't know. I guess I'm intimidated. Yeah, I've been out here for quite a long time. Like when I call to California, they're like, "Hold on, you don't sound Californian no more. You don't sound like a Californian." I'm like, "I'm from California. I'm a Californian." But they said no, I lost that right to call myself a Californian because my adulthood has been out here. But the people out here are so different. They're so different. I don't know how to explain it, but the atmosphere out here is so relaxed and laid back. You know, if a person was gonna retire, Oklahoma would be a good place to come. I'll give them that. But if you don't like bipolar weather, because the weather changes like crazy out here. I mean, it can be raining on one side of the street and not the other side. I have not seen any weather like this till I came out here. Oh, thank you, language. I get that a lot. Thank you. Yeah, I'm old, 33. Well, I shouldn't say that because that's not really old. I don't even think 50 is old these days, not even 60. Because I know this one lady, she's like 92 years old and she gets around better than me. Like, I mean, if she didn't tell me that she was 92, I wouldn't know it. Oh, Ben is mean. No, you do not look 45. You look your age, Blake. That was mean. That's how I feel about giraffes. Oh, I've never seen a giraffe up close, Thomas. I have never. Mm-mm. I don't know if I could do that. How is your honey doing? Oh, he's doing fine. He's recovering slowly. It's a long process with his situation. It's all about getting on that right medicine that's right for him and being able to focus. And it's new to him and it's new to me. It's new to his whole family. It just came out of nowhere. The illness just came out of nowhere. Just hit him like a ton of rocks. And we're just all trying to be supportive and stick in there with him and, take it one day at a time because I'm trusting in God that He's going to turn things around. I got that faith. Giraffes are gentle. Oh, unless when it comes to their mating season, they snap and smash others with their neck. I saw that on the Discovery Channel. I saw them like two giraffes fighting, and that looks crucial. Like, who? Mm-mm. I would not want to be anywhere when two giraffes get mad at each other. Let me see if I miss any posts. Uh, Mine is it. I don't know how we got there. Horses are actually gentle. Yeah. I have a horse named Jupiter Tuesday, and if you were here, I would have you meet him. He's very gentle. Aw, that's a cute name. I like that name. You don't look 33 at all. I'm going on 64. You definitely don't look 64. Definitely. If some people wouldn't tell me their ages, I would never have guessed it. Like, somebody asked me the other day how old they looked, and I threw out a number, and they're like, really? Really? I'm like, yeah, really. And they just got so happy. They're like, for real? Like, yeah. I'm bad at guessing ages because a lot of people don't look their ages these days. Must be something in the water. What happened with what? Something happened? You too, what, Thomas? I must be missing some posts. Let me see. Uh oh, there goes my phone. Oh yes, my grandparents, they were here till their 80s, and I think my grandpa was 86, 87. My grandma was 82 or 83. I think I forgot how old they were when they had passed, but yeah, both of them, like, they didn't look their age. That's one thing about it. Oh, with my fiance, he got sick. He got sick all of a sudden. It just came out the blue, like overnight. I mean, it was crazy. It was just overnight, and he had to be put into the hospital. And he came out. He got out, and I thought everything was all right, and then he had to go back again. It's funny when you feel like the person that you're around and you take them for granted, and you think they're always going to be that tough person. But when things hit like that out the blue, it's just, it's an eye opener. Never take anybody for granted. I always thought that, it was going to be me that got sick, or something, that he'd have to help me out. But it ended up turning out that he had got sick, and I had to be there for him. And just trying to keep it together for him, hoping that everything turns out all right. You know? He's 27. He's younger than me, and that's why I always thought that, you know, nothing nothing would happen to him. He was always there, like always overprotective of me, but the whole time I didn't know that he was struggling, you know. Yeah, it's they said that there's no cure, uh that I just have to get used to it, and he won't be the same person that I met. Uh, when I talk to him, he does have a personality change. Uh, his personality is so different. He doesn't laugh anymore. He he's just like, it's just, he's a different person. Yeah. I think they said uh, early 20s, late 20s. Um, Men are in that age bracket of getting schizophrenia. I didn't ever think about that illness until somebody I knew close to me ended up getting it. I always thought, no, that couldn't happen. That couldn't happen to me. It couldn't happen to him, but you never know. And it's just weird how it just comes all of a sudden, just overnight. It just hits them like no signs, no symptoms, just boom, and then they got it. Thank you so much. We need all the prayer. He needs prayer. Uh, yeah, I'm just trying to stick in there with him because I feel like some days I feel like I just want to give up, because it's hard when you're dealing with somebody. You expect them to be a certain way, and then they're not that way anymore, and nothing is exciting to them. Like nothing. I don't know. It's just when you're used to hearing them laugh and seeing them smile all the time, and then it goes to nothing at all, just blank stares. And when you talk to them, just totally different person. That's right. We don't know from one day to the next what's going to happen. That's why it's just, when I look back and I think about how many times I took him for granted, you know, and I just sit here and question myself. Maybe I could have paid more attention. Maybe I could have did this. Maybe I could have did that. And the doctors say there's nothing that you can do to prevent. It's schizophrenia. It's paranoid schizophrenia. But they say there's nothing that you can do to prevent it. It's just the wiring of the brain, I guess. A lot of people get it at a young. Some people get it at a young age. Some people get it at an older age. Well, actually, he was smoking marijuana, and that made the paranoia worse. So I told him to quit using it. He said he hasn't smoked since I told him not to do it because it was contributing to the paranoia. When he first told me that about, you know, some of the symptoms he was having, I kind of laughed because I'm like, are you serious? I thought he was playing at first, but he was dead serious. And I don't know. I feel like I should have took him serious in the beginning, and maybe we could have caught it sooner. We could have got him help sooner. But he doesn't want to be on medication. That's one thing about schizophrenia. They don't believe they have schizophrenia, and they don't want to take the medication. He um he had some antipsychotic medicine, but he didn't like taking that. He said that it made him very, very depressed. And I could tell because he used to call me every day, all day, like checking on me, wanting to know what I was doing all the time. But now he doesn't call. He calls maybe every now and then because I think he knows that he's still trying to hold on to reality. He's still trying to uh I don't know. I don't know. He knows that that's that's what he used to do, and he's still trying to do the things he used to do, but something is stopping him from doing the things he wants to do. He even says that too, like he can't. He wants to just live his life. It's something that he can't do anymore. He can't. Something won't allow him to live his life the way he wants to. And when I talked to the doctors about it, they were saying that it's gonna be a process. But some people I talk to, they say that um, some people just snap out of it and go back to normal without the medication. And some people, it takes a while for the medication to start to working on them. He had an appointment with a psychiatrist, but he missed it. His mother had an appointment at the same day, so she thought it was more important to go to her appointment. And I mean, I'm not saying anything about it, but his situation was more severe than hers. I mean, she could reschedule her appointment anytime and go to her appointment because with psychiatrists, it takes a long time to get in with them. Some of them, and the one he needs is it takes a long time to get in with them. With them, he had to wait already a month before he could see them. Um, Takes like months to get in there. Was he on medical marijuana? It's better than prescription drugs, but he has to have the right kind. Um, his mom has her medical marijuana card, so she would go and get different strands, and he would try that. I don't know if that contributed to it because that's what he was doing before this happened. She was going to the dispensaries getting different strands, and he was partaking in smoking it. But I don't smoke marijuana. I used to, but I can't smoke it now because it just sets off panic attacks like crazy. I get severe panic attacks. But I would not take those pills at all. They just make you worse. Yeah, he said that. He said that he doesn't like that medicine. It makes him feel weird. It makes him feel so depressed. Like that's when the suicidal thoughts come. Um, but the doctor said it's all about getting him on the right medication. But antipsychotics are very dangerous. They're very, very dangerous. I don't think that he should take them either. But um, I just want I just want him to be able to get better. With or without medication, preferably without medication. But I know that's a dream. Nah, but I'm praying. Um, a friend of mine told me that her son has the same exact symptoms, and she had she did a lot of praying, and he's living a normal life on his own and productive. Just like anybody else. So that's what we're doing. We're praying together every night. We pray together. We we read the Bible, and we're trusting in God because God is bigger than all these things. I really have faith in God. I always have, always will. So I'm just gonna keep holding on to that faith that things are gonna get better. It's just so hard dealing with this situation. I know if it's hard for me, I know it's 10 times harder for him. So I don't try to tell him. I don't try to tell him about how I'm feeling about it because I don't want to put any stress on him. I don't want him to feel like, you know. At first, when it first happened, when he was getting the paranoia, he was telling me, "Oh, you can't go outside. You can't do this. You can't do that. You need to stay in." And it was stressing me out. I'm like, I have to go do these things. I have to go pay my bills. I can't stay here all day. But then when I talked to other people about it, they were like, "You can't argue with them. You gotta reason with them. You gotta let them know, in a nice tone that what you need to do, because that will trigger the stress, and they will have psychotic episodes." And he was having them back to back. He was really flipping out, like he was really, really flipping out, and I got scared because I was like, I don't know what he's thinking, I don't know, what's going on in his head, so it made me scared. And I was like, you have to go stay with your mother for a while because I'm not used to dealing with nothing like that. It just really freaked me out. And I had my nephews over, and he's taping up the cameras and the TVs, and he's saying people are looking through the TV at us, and it was just too much. I couldn't deal with it. I don't know. Um, he needs a lot of sleep, healthy food, a regular schedule. You have to keep him away from all stressful things till he snaps out of it. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get him to. Yeah, I'm trying to get him to staying over his mom's because that's where it's mostly calm over there. He's, over here at my house, it's, it's not always, down, laid back, because my nephews are here. They're running in and out. They're yelling at each other. They're fighting with each other. So I try to keep him in the atmosphere. He thinks he's like, why are you doing this? Do you love me? Why are you keeping me away from you? We're supposed to be a couple, and it really breaks my heart. But I'm trying to tell him at the same time, I'm trying to keep his stress levels down because, I try to go over there and visit him. You know, yes, God is the answer. Yes, He is. I know that He's going to change things. I've seen God work miracles in my life lots of times, and I know that He's gonna change this too. Yeah, yeah, I had to, cause over here it was like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not where he needs to be at right now. He needs to be with his mother. You know, he's her only child. You know, so it was weird because when I first started telling her about the situation, she wasn't alarmed like I was. It was like maybe she's seen this happen before. I don't know. It was weird to me. But then driving back home one day, he was on the phone with me, and I heard him in the car with her, and he was panicking. He was like, "You gotta stop the car. You gotta stop the car. Turn around, turn around, turn around." He was getting really, 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 really paranoid about something, and I was trying to talk to him through the phone. I'm like, "Calm down. Everything's all right. You're just going home. It's okay." And he's like, "No, you gotta turn around right now." He's telling his mom. He's yelling at his mom, and she's freaking out. She's like, "Oh my God." And I'm like, "Oh, now I gotta calm down both of them." So I'm like, both of you guys just take some deep breaths. It's okay. Just ride in the car. You're gonna go to the house. It's gonna be okay. And I'm thinking maybe he needs to take one of his pills to calm him down, because it seems like when he takes those, he calms down, but then he gets too, like, he'll sit in the same spot for hours and hours and hours, just staring at nothing, just not talking, not moving, just sitting there like in a vegetable state. And it's hard to see that, you know. It's hard. And then when I'm talking to him, it's like he blinks out. He'll stare for his facial expression will get real serious, and his eyes like get wide, and he's just staring off into space. And I'm like, "Can you hear me? Can you hear me?" And he don't say nothing for like a whole 2 minutes, and then he says, "Huh? What'd you say? What'd you say?" You know. And they told me that that's thought blocking because of some people hear voices and they get too loud, and while you're talking to them, they're trying to figure out which ones are the real ones talking to them. You know. I had a brain injury and was a huge mental wreck for several years. Oh, I'm sorry. Give him sugar when he starts to get an anxiety attack. It works, I promise. Sugar doesn't make you more hyper. Wow, language. My son had a very bad head injury also. Got in a bad accident. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, ladies. Oh my goodness. Yeah, when you have something happen to your brain, it really throws off everything. It can throw off your whole body. I didn't know sugar helps with that. Hmm. I'm gonna have to tell him about that. It's like, but he's in denial. He doesn't. He thinks like if you ask him how he's doing, he'll say fine, but you can tell he's not because the way he's talking. Like me being there around him every day, all day, almost before I know when he's, you know, the different ways he acts and stuff, and when he starts to talk really fast, and I don't know if he's hitting highs and hitting lows, and you know, it's it serves the opposite in some people. Try the sugar. Okay, I'm gonna have to try that with him. I didn't know that. Marianne, language is asking, how is your son doing now? Yeah, I've seen people with brain injuries come all the way back. You know, like they might have a little slur in their speech. You know, but I've seen a lot of people come all the way back from a brain injury. That's why I didn't want my nephews playing football and stuff like that, because I'm just scared of them getting hit really hard, you know. Yep, give him a cookie and a soda when he starts talking fast or moving funny. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try that because he gets really bad panic attacks too. Like I do, I get panic attacks. Like he used to sit there when I would have my panic attack, and he's looking at me all crazy, like, calm down, you know. But it's hard to calm down. Simply A, sweetheart, it's cool being live, but my cell phone about to go off. I will have recharged my cell phone, sweetheart. Let me know the next time you go live. Peace to you and everyone in the live. Okay, thank you so much, Thomas, for coming. Thank you so, so much. I'll see you next time. Oh, Marianne says, not that great language. Oh, sorry to hear that. I have terrible memory and can't spell very well anymore. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, thank you so much, Thomas. J. Thomas, for coming. And yeah, I'm gonna see you next time. And have a nice day. Language says, I used to be a realtor and I was in school to be a equine dentist. I don't know how to say that. I can't do either anymore. It's okay. I have my horses now, and it's more important. Oh, I'm glad that you found something you love to do. That's really good. Marianne says my son has problems with remembering. Oh yeah, that can happen with brain injuries. That the memory is almost hard to remember. You know, I can understand that. At Marianne, I wish I could help your son. I understand what he's going through. Yeah, that's really hard. Every time I go live, people want to send me messages. When I'm not doing anything, no one is talking to me offline. I think I might have fell offline. I see it buffering.